6, 5, 4.
Alright, so before the
3,
key,
2,
hitting meta and
1.
I-beaming, I'm in fucking Fel Scarred. I swapped to Aldryr. Okay, we're doing this as a Fel Scarred. Oh, I'm gonna Death Sweep before I start hitting buttons, picking a hired muscle to cleave off of, hitting my potion and House of Cards as I send my Immolation Auras. Meta.
Beware.
Sweep. Start sending Immolation Auras again.
Beware. Beware.
Later in the pull, once I'm not sending all my buttons, when chair gets thrown at me, that's when I press blur. And that's what that loud sound was throw chair being thrown at me. Here's another one. I don't think that one hit me though, you have a chance to dodge him. I'm looking to just glide cancel Tenderize, and you can kick this Pyromaniac no matter what. Doing regular single target rotation. If the ads die, people typically do chain in Cinderbrew, so whenever the ads are dead, I'll wait for more ads to be pulled in before I Immolation Aura again, because it does a lot more single target if you have like 3 to 4 targets from Ragefire than it will on pure single target.
Kick.
So right now I'm not going to press Immo Auras because these mobs are dying. Going to continue I-beaming on cooldown. I am not going to press House of Cards. House of Cards gets saved for when I use meta. I'm going to start pressing my Immolation Auras as I was about to overcap. Just going to use them all back to back here. Looks like the hired muscle got pulled. I'll send House of Cards now. Gonna meta literally on cooldown here. I probably should have held House of Cards about a second. I didn't get my Abyssal Gaze in it. Again, gliding the knockback. Killing Chef Chewy off before the hired muscle. We're just taking 15% bonus damage here. And we should be safe now. Pressing Consuming Fire before my meta falls, then letting my meta fall so I get my 2 Demon Surges on the muscle. I will press Abyssal Glaze if I have more than like a single second. But I just had to wait 1 second for it to drop there, and then I get 2 Demon Surges. And I have my Charge Bolts up, so as soon as he pulls something, it's gonna start tagging the mobs. You can see I hit the Pyro, but it doesn't pull out of combat, it just pulls mobs once they've entered combat. Ideally, we'd be pulling this on a boss.
Beware.
Just gonna stun for the slow and attack speed slow, because I fear my tank's gonna randomly fall over here. Got a bad feeling about it.
Beware.
I'm just killing the Pyro first, because he might chain it into boss when that's dead, and it's really the only dangerous mob. I guess we're just doing this all on its own.
Beware.
So, Pack is almost dead, not gonna press that Immo Aura. Pack is also dead, so I'm not gonna press I-beam. I'm going to press Blade Dance, as that applies my Burning Wounds, which makes Immo Aura do 40% more damage to each target that has it. And I'm going to save my meta for the second I-beam of the fight. This Brew's on me, so I press Blur. It gives you a chance to dodge it. As long as you press Blur before it hits you, you're going to have about a 65% chance to dodge. I'll start pressing my Immo Auras before I-beam comes up, and that's in case I get resets like that. And then House of Cards with my I-beam. Meta here. In AoE, I'd spam out all my consuming fires back to back. In single target, I'm just using one, so it's not on cooldown. So if it resets, I'll use more. So that the cooldown's ticking already, and then go into pressing other buttons. I got a natural dodge there, so I don't have the dot. Just gonna go over top of all this, and gonna keep pressing buttons, as the boss still takes damage right now. Don't take damage anymore. I'll do a double brew. Gonna press another Immora right now, just so it's still going while the boss takes damage. But the next Immora that comes up, I'm gonna hold. You still press Blade Dance even if I-Beam's coming up. And the reason I'm hitting Vengeful before I-Beam there is it's just easier on positioning. And I don't want to end up like missing a global later on. Get one more tick of Charge Bolts into him here. Big. Okay. They're all taken. Well. Hopefully they touch them all soon. Gonna press Immoras. This boss dies really fast, so I'm actually gonna save meta here. Meta's just not that big on single target for Fel Scarred right now, but it is massive on AoE. Press Blur. Didn't dodge that one, but I have the DR for it now, so fine. Saving Immolation Aura for AoE. Gonna hit a Hellstone for the sake of it. I'll get a kick on one of the taste testers, and I'm gonna ping the one that I'm gonna kick. Blade Dance first, that gets my Burning Wounds out. After I Immo Aura, I press Combat Potion and House of Cards with my I-Beam. Use my powers, Death Sweep, spam Consuming Flame. I'm gonna press Blur because Threat's a concern. And I'm also just gonna Chaos Nova. I'll use one more Consuming Fire here. And I don't have focus patches. Key level too low, plus I had a ton of AoE. They're gonna die no matter what, so I'm not worried about it. Oh my god, sir. This is the kind of skip where you'd have to look and see about Charge Bolts. But I don't know what our plan is. Am I imprisoning? Would be the plan. They didn't post red or anything, so I wasn't sure. I'm gonna put a skull on one of the hobgoblins, and I'm gonna focus one of the taste testers. I'm gonna Vengeful as I get Annihilation, and I'm gonna flip it over to this wall. Step to the side during that. Stun out the cast there.
Kick.
Not certain about these failed batches dying, so I'm gonna swap them. So I get hit by the frontal and I'm good.
Beware.
Just waited for the cast to finish, then hit Fel Rush instantly. Not going to press meta because this pull's almost over. I also swapped to the other Hobgoblin because the Skull one's going to die before it charges. So it doesn't really matter when it dies at that point, as long as I'm confident. And it's better to get damage into this one, which is going to slow us from pulling again. It's going to charge into a wall and get more Brew Drop spawns.
Beware.
Unless we kill it. We got it. As soon as he pulls, my Lightning's going to start tagging shit. But it's only taking stuff that he's already got in combat with. Yeah. Nope. Press my Aura. I meant to house the cards before that I-Beam. I'm gonna wait for my Immolation Aura again and press those, and then I'll meta. And then I'm gonna Death Sweep and spam my Consuming Fires.
Beware.
It's gonna hit Blur during this charge. I have a bunch of shit getting thrown at me, but I have a ton of Leech. Gonna stun, and I hit the Purge on the heal that was out on that mob. There is a failed batch back here. It'll die. That's pretty good.
Beware.
I didn't mean to play Fel Scarred in this one. I actually just messed up. I wanted to do Aldryr for a live commentary key, but realized a little too late. I'll probably pug another Cinderbrew right after this and do it as Aldryr. Stat support charges again. I have no idea what they're pulling next. Okay. This should be our last pull.
Beware.
Still not going to press House of Cards because I'm not pressing meta here. I have basically no damage for these failed batches now, unfortunately. I'll look for which... And I hit the Purge on that mob.
Beware.
Gonna get the kick on that samples. We're good on the batches. Their pull to carry. I do nothing in a pull like that without cooldowns. I think we're just skipping the pack in the corner. Spin in a circle and try to really watch my feet. Yes, Kaita's so far away that I can't cleave. I've charged bolts going, so it can actually proc on the Brew Drop out there. You can Shadow Melt this mechanic, meaning Fermentation, but try to do it instantly. Because if you do it a little late, it might be right as the healer dispels you. And you can waste your melt entirely, and then the other person still has to set the dot. You do want to melt that, like, basically on cooldown. Not pressing I-Beam there, just waiting to make sure that I wasn't going to have any problems. Because of the way these are being done, I'm gonna just help kill the ads, because he's literally just taking the boss across the room, instead of letting us do any form of free cleave. It also makes this boss take kind of forever, which is not good. Same thing, I guess I just go back and help kill the Brew drops, because, yeah. The way he's tanking this is very bad for Havoc and melee in general. This is every Pug tank ever? Yep. More or less. Chain proccing charge bolts back to back. Not gonna send pun because boss did. Pretty good for a boss like that. Set my focus coming into the pull. I'm gonna put it on the purveyor and I'll ping the purveyor. Rat's gonna be sus getting this grouped. Spamming out all my Amoras before I use my I-beam. I have a 3-stack here, so I need to be a bit careful on my health bar. Although we're not going to get hit with another swarming for a while, so press nothing for now.
Beware.
Rip to our tank.
Kick.
Oh, okay, someone else got the kick. Good.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Ah, yes, thank you. Grip it in and kill me. I'm gonna hit Shadow Meld. I didn't want to use, because it is a defensive for those B shots. Alright, we're alive though. I think that'll kick the second purveyor. I'm just gonna start setting cooldowns now. And meta stuns here.
Beware.
Kick.
I don't have meld.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware. Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away.
This is literally a nothing pull, so we're just sitting here hitting one mob kick and nothing to worry about. This is where I look to save my Immoras, but I'll still send I-beam on cooldown. These are gonna final sting onto this guy. Giving a couple seconds on threat when he runs through here, because a lot of mobs are gonna spawn. I'll look to kick one of the B Wranglers at the back, because I have a feeling they're not gonna get kicked. You can actually range this shot, so I'm gonna go this far from it.
Beware.
And I'll kick that one in.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
And I'm gonna send cooldowns here.
Beware. Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Kick.
Right. We're good barely, but we're good. Same thing, holding and more for the next pull, but pressing Abyssal Gaze just for damage. We'll get the Purveyor kick here.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Kick.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Kick.
I'm gonna press up my Amoras, press my House of Cards, and send. Playing careful to not get hit by the circle. Also, these little yellow circles that are from the barrels being broken, they can't actually hit you. Those ones, the barrels dropping, are real, but these ones, they do nothing. They're fakey, you don't actually have to dodge them at all. Gotta watch out for threat from behind, so I'm gonna press Blur here, because this one's a bit sketchy timing. Also with these Cinder Bees, if they get stunned during their cast, they will not recast. It goes on cooldown. So I'm looking to stun when these start to cast. Should be about now. So those two will not recast. Although, one of them went off. I think it was the one that was in the fire. I believe they can't be CC'd if they're in fire. Thank you for the sub to Nova. Same thing, they can't die in the fire, and he's just tanking them in it. This is not ideal. Brew Misery is a stop here. Blurring on this one because I have stack. This is the weirdest way I've ever seen a tank place these fire puddles. This is not good. You want them on the sides where ads don't spawn, and so the ads won't permanently be respawning like these ones are right now. And he seems to have zero idea of what he's doing, or that they do that. I'm just gonna press cooldowns here, even though the boss is basically dead. Why do you use mostly verse? Wanted some versatility for survivability in high keys. And as DH, you can actually just hop up on this barrel here. To make it easy, you can hop from this one. And you can make your way up here. This matters more as Eldrachi, because like I could Sigil a Flame and Meld right now, or you could Sigil a Misery if it's up to get a soul, and make sure that your stacks aren't going to fall. I'll put a Skull out. The best way to deal with these guys is honestly just to put a marker on, like, 3 of them. So my group, normally it's Skull X Moon, and then we just kill it in order, but because I'm in a no-comps Pug, I didn't bother. I'm just putting a Skull out and pinging so that they swap to it. And you can send cooldowns into this, so I will. Boss isn't the most dangerous in the world, honestly, so it doesn't really matter that much. Feels a bit bad to send into this, mostly because it was so late for me, but it does speed up your keep just as much as doing boss damage will. Pressing Imora before the boss comes up, just because it doesn't do an incredible amount of damage, even though it's pretty good. And these barrels always shoot in, like basically in a plus sign, and it goes with northeast, southwest, which the room is in line with, so you could always just be at like whoa. So you could always be at like a cross where you'd be like making an X with where the barrel is, but oh my god, I'm just pressing Hellstone. This tank is being an absolute terrorist. You do not want to clear all the barrels before intermission. One that was missed over there, so it's gonna go off. Saving House of Cards, and that'll get pressed when I next press Meta. I'm gonna save Immolation Aura for that as well, just so it overlaps the House of Cards window, so I can press it when this I-beam is coming up. I'll press Immora now, and I'll House of Cards into the hunt. I'll be honest, I thought you could double jump Fel Rush those. Waiting for this to shoot. Okay, wow. I would be honest, I've never seen this tank this way, and it is fucking concerning me. I should have just waited back behind though, but it was right when I popped my cooldown, so he just ran it across the room through fire. And what you really want to look to defensive on this fight is if multiple of these barrels are broken at once. If you get like a 2-stack, especially if you get shot with the circle after. Right. And you do not want to tank the boss the way this is being tanked. I'm gonna drop Darkness on this one. I'm playing between these ones because it's a safe spot. Gonna press this House of Cards on cooldown, because I'm not getting another meta on this fight, and I'm just lining it up into a regular I-Beam window. I've had crazy charge bolts uptime on this last boss. Why does he tank it like this? What is he doing? And yeah, charge bolts tilted 2.7% over the dungeon. At that point, it's gonna be like very slightly worse than a stat one on AoE, but when you look at single targets, actually didn't do that much on Aldryr. Let me check every boss. 5.4 on Ipa, 2.9 on Benk Buzzbee, but on Goldie it did 9.3% of my damage. It's like over 200k DPS.